Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Joel, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, back again with another set of reviews for my spooktacular October. And this time I bring to you Halloween H20 from 1998, released by Dimension Films, being their second release in the franchise after Curse of Michael Myers 3 years back. This film was directed by Steve Miner, who also directed Friday the 13th Friday the 13th parts 2 and 3, sorry about that, as well as House, and even, to my surprise, the underrated Disney family drama Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. And the following year after this, he directed Lake Placid. Anyway, the film actually completely ignores the Thorn story, as we knew in the last couple of movies, and even the return of Michael Myers, but they completely ignored all those, so they consider it to be the real Halloween 3, ignoring Season of the Witch, which was, of course, to be the first installment of an anthology. But anyway, this continues after Halloween 2, as Jamie Lee Curtis returns as Laurie Strode, although she goes under a different name though, Carrie Tate. The film also includes Adam Arkin, the son of legendary actor Alan Arkin, as Will Brennan, Michelle Williams, who was already a big star at the time, being on TV's Dawson's Creek, as Molly Cardwell, Hambird, I'm not sure what he did. He plays Charlie Devereaux, Joey Lee O'Keefe, who was currently big on TV's Nash Bridges at the time, and she would soon be in the teen dramedy She's All That, and several others, and also went on to play Debbie in Devil in the Flesh 2 a couple years later, as well as we also have Janet Leigh, Jamie Lee's real-life mother, as Carrie's secretary, Norma Watson. And they actually do kind of play a little bit of the Psycho theme to it, where that same year we actually got that crummy shot-by-shot remake. Let's see, and also there's a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who of course was already big on TV's Third Rock from the Sun at the time. And many others. There's also Nancy Stephens, who returns as Marion Chambers, partner to Dr. Loomis, which, of course, in this movie ends with In Memory of Donald Pleasance, who passed away right before this even came out, which is why we only can see clips of Dr. Loomis in newspaper clippings through the credits. And then, of course, there's rapper LL Cool J as Ronnie, a security guard, and Josh Hartnett in his first film role. This introduces us to him. He'd go on to appear in several movies, and he plays John, Carrie, or should I say Laurie's son. They completely ignored, Laurie even having a daughter. Yeah. So, enough said. Anyway, now it's been some time since I've seen it. I will be rewatching this later this month. Now, Chris Duran plays Michael Myers, and, he has been missing for so long. We start by seeing a couple of boys help out with Dr. Loomis' former colleague, Marion Chambers, who took care of Dr. Loomis until he passed away, and discovers that the file on Laurie Strode who was presumed dead in an automobile accident, is missing. But soon Michael murders her and the two boys. Soon, the house is being checked on as Of course, Marion was actually living in Dr. Loomis's home. Meanwhile, we go to Summer Glen, California, where Lori, now having faked her death and now going under a new name, Carrie Tate, is the head mistress of Hillcrest Academy, a private boarding school, and is also in a relationship with guidance counselor Will Brennan. But Lori is far from happy as the tragic events of Halloween 1978 still haunt her. She lives in fear that Michael may return, but anyway, Michael, after he took Marion's vehicle in the beginning, it breaks down while a mother and her child end up at a rest stop for a restroom break. Michael steals her car and heads off to the academy. Well, the students leave to attend a trip to Yosemite, which, well, Lori, I think it's only fair to call her Lori and not just Carrie, well, refused to let her son go on. But soon she does, however, he kind of pulls a fast one after soon he and his friend Charlie get caught in the act after they make a getaway from security guard Ronnie, played by LL Cool J. And soon, John, Lori's son, along with his girlfriend Molly and their friends Charlie and his girlfriend Sarah, they're having a Halloween party in the school basement. But anyway, Lori later on that night, it was Halloween at the time, reveals her true identity to Will, and Michael arrives and kills Charlie and Sarah. Now with Charlie, the kill is almost kind of when, almost like trying to find the corkscrew, like if you remember Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which I'll be reviewing the franchise in December. I might review most of it. I can't be too sure yet. I'm still working on that. Actually cuts his throat real deep with the corkscrew. Sarah tries to get away in the dumbwaiter, and apparently Michael cuts the rope and it crushes her leg right close to her ankle, and almost close to the ankle or Achilles tendon, and apparently she tries to squirm away, and then Michael stabs her in the back, and we soon see her and then John and Molly encounter her corpse almost in the same style we saw Drew Barrymore as Casey in Scream, which was released a couple of years before this, which the kids were actually watching that, and its sequel from the previous year before Halloween H20 came out. They were watching those. But apparently, I shall now go on with the ending, so I'm going to give you 5 seconds to stop this video right now. Here we go. Okay, now, the ending to Halloween H20 is pretty shocking. Now, Lori and Will encounter Michael, and, well, Will manages to shoot, well, who they think is Michael, but it's Ronnie, gets shot in the head, and Will eventually gets killed. Lori makes a getaway with John and Molly, and tells them to go, and Lori stays behind to take on her brother. Or supposedly a brother, but apparently later on, she manages to take him out. Ronnie survived the shot in the head and stops her. Yeah. Soon the authorities arrive, and Michael's loading a body bag into the coroner's van and is about to take off, but Lori decides to pull a Sam Loomis on everybody and takes the coroner's van and decides to kill Michael. As the van cruises down and soon comes in, and soon she puts on the brakes, Michael flies out as he attempts to kill her again, and then he gets pinned down in between a tree and the van once it crashes and was about to go on fire, but she knew fire couldn't stop Michael, so she takes the fire axe she was about to, and eventually chops his head off. Yeah, and that's how the story goes. Halloween H2O did pretty well for Dimension. This was a pretty big hit, and I've watched it a few times. I actually like it for certain reasons. It's one of my favorites in the franchise. I'm sure some of y'all probably do like it, some of you probably don't like it, but if you do like it, let me know what you thought about it in the comments section, please. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel for more good spooktacular October reviews. And that would be the ending. Or it would if they had done it again 4 years later when they did the crummy Halloween Resurrection, which I'll be reviewing next time. So again, tell me what you thought about Halloween H2O in the comments section. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.